Hey guys, it's Marcus from Learning with Marcus, and in this episode, I'm going to answer some of your guys' questions from Instagram. Okay, so on Saturday, I posted a photo for a language Q&A video, and I asked you guys to give me some language-related questions, and a few of you did ask me some really good questions, so I'm going to answer them now. Okay, so the first question is, will you learn Korean? And I don't know about this because I've learned Korean so many times in the past and I never stuck with it. So I don't know if I'll ever get to fluency with that language, but probably if there was a need for me to really learn the language fluently, like if there was a huge community in my area or if I had to go to Korea, maybe I'd learn it, but it's not looking like I'm going to in the near future. Next question, what made you learn Portuguese? Well, this was the first language that I've learned, as many of you know, and the reason why I learned it is because I needed to learn a language for school, and I could pick any language that I wanted to, but I didn't want to do Spanish because I thought that it was too mainstream at the time, so I started with Portuguese, and I really love it, and it's one of my favorite languages, so that's why I learned Portuguese. The next question, how do you suggest I start learning Japanese? Well, Japanese is an interesting language to learn, and it can get intimidating if you are the type of person that tries to learn the alphabet before learning the language. So here's what I suggest. Try to find a good book or a good app to teach you hiragana and katakana. Once you know those pretty well, jump right into learning the language. Find a good program, whether it's Duolingo or my favorite, Mango Languages, or certain apps by Codigent, or other apps for Android or Apple devices. Just find a good app or a good book that will teach you. And then as you go along, try to learn kanji little by little. Kanji is a little bit difficult, and I've been learning Japanese for almost 2 years now, and I don't know many kanji, so it's okay if you don't know too many kanji because most books will basically teach you just hiragana and katakana. But kanji is very useful to learn if you want to read Japanese newspapers or books in Japanese, or especially if you want to go to Japan, kanji is a must to learn. So I would just do that and progressively learn kanji throughout your studies. The next question, how often do you study one language in a week? Now this question can vary quite significantly because some languages, like for the past month or two, I've been studying French every day for about half hour to an hour. So that's that for French. But then other languages like my Arabic, I may only study for 1 or 2 hours a week because I'm not really learning Arabic as a primary language because there are not many people I know who speak Arabic, and even if I found someone who spoke Arabic, I don't know if they would speak the dialect that I'm learning. So it will all depend. Also, with languages that I have to use on a weekly basis, like ASL, I would learn more of. So I would learn it maybe 3 to 4 times a week, rather than Arabic, which I would only learn maybe once or twice a week. This next question is my last question, and it's, I'm currently learning Swedish and German, and I'm thinking about starting a third language, and I'm stuck between Italian and French. What is something I need to pay attention to when I'm learning these Romance languages when all of the other languages I know are Germanic? I hope I said that right. Okay, so with Romance languages, well, the Latin-based languages like French, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese are very similar. So if you are learning French, just pay attention to the definite articles like the le and the la and how they correspond with their feminine or masculine nouns. And also pay attention to the verb endings and how to conjugate, because that will be very crucial, and it will also help it be a little easier if you say you want to venture into learn Spanish or Portuguese. I noticed that in French and Spanish and Portuguese, conjugation is pretty similar. Even though the verb endings might be different, the way to create a certain tense of the verb is very easy, and they're similar with all of the languages. So I would just encourage you to do that, and I really encourage you to, after you're finished your French or Italian, venture into other Latin-based languages because they will be much, much easier to learn. Okay, thank you guys so much for your questions. I really appreciate you guys asking for my advice and asking me certain questions about my personal language learning. And if you want to ask me a question, just comment down below a question and hashtag it #AskMarcus, or go over to my Instagram and comment on the photo language Q&A. I'll be answering the questions on that photo since I've already done this video, and then when I want to do another Q&A, I'll post a new photo. So follow my Instagram so that you will always be aware when I'm posting a language Q&A so that you can ask your questions. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching again, and until next time, I'm Marcus, I'm learning with Marcus. See you guys in the next video.